Good evening. It is Friday, May 3rd. The time is just after 8 p.m. and the temperature is around 14 degrees Celsius and it is raining lightly. And I am here on Spadina Avenue and this is at the north end of Chinatown. And you might notice, or maybe you won't, but I am recording this one in HDR, otherwise known as high dynamic range. So if you do have an HDR capable display and YouTube player, hit that cogwheel and alongside the selected resolution it'll say HDR to verify that you are in fact watching it the way nature intended.
6 to 11, how cold is it?
It is raining, but I don't have my umbrella out. There's the Combo. It's kind of a newer, bougie version of its former self. And in this one, I'll be heading south down to Dundas Street. And then I'll walk east over to Yonge.
I feel very connected.
And I'll be a little quieter than usual on this one. I'll just let the atmosphere do much of the talking for me. But my camera is getting sufficiently wet, so I may pull over and break out the umbrella. This seems like a good spot right in front of Song Tea. Mission accomplished. There's the legendary Grossman's Tavern, where I'm sure there'll be some live music later tonight. It's the new home of the legendary Roll Stand. And it looks like they're expanding. Their new digs were smaller than their old ones. They used to be across the street. There's the view into Kensington Market. And this place is excellent dumpling house, but if you go there in the summer, it is quite hot inside.
No, but I love this.
And that was a 510 Spadina streetcar that I started recording this from. That terminates at Spadina Station. And this is the main intersection in Chinatown, when most people think of Chinatown. I think Dundas and Spadina is what comes to mind. Chinatown continues south for a few more blocks.
That's like perfect, like to capitalize on that.
And it goes west along Dundas for a few more blocks as well. But this is now east on the south side of Dundas Street. I've been meaning to try that place out. And this is Yonge Street. I think this used to be called Wonder Spa. Now it's Fantasy Spa. I've seen they have a location in the city's other Chinatown, over near Broadview and Gerrard. That one is East Chinatown. But if you include the suburbs, there's a lot more Chinatowns than that. And traditionally, this one has been more Cantonese than the mainland Mandarin based. My phone kept ringing there. Didn't recognize the number.
I feel like
And this big funky building on the right is the Frank Gehry designed Art Gallery of Ontario. As we look southbound Beverly, at least this renovation of the AGO is Frank Gehry designed, a notable Toronto-based architect. And they've had free admission on and off throughout the week at select times.
We should go.
Bro, when you turn the age, we're like people.
This would be McCall Street coming up. All right, Jingly Key Lady appears to be going south on McCall.
did I?
It's good news for me. That would drive me nuts having to listen to that constantly. Not in person, but when I play back the video. And the Ontario College of Art and Design is just on the right there. There's a pretty neat view of the CN Tower with OCAD looming over McCall Street.
It's not amazing, but it's like, you're not even screwed.
And we've arrived at St. Patrick Street. This building on the right is a police station. You can see a number of police vehicles parked. The umbrella is down. And it's awkwardly found a home in my back pocket. And this is University Avenue. This is a two-phase crossing. So if you're there right off the bat when it turns green, you can make it across if you move quickly, but otherwise expect to get hung up in the middle. And that building used to be home to Maclean's, a Canadian magazine. And it is being gutted. The facade is being preserved, and there'll be a high-rise emerging from within its skeleton. And this is one of my favorite shots of the tower. And this is a stretch dubbed Little Tokyo in recent years. And a good deal of the cuisine on this stretch is of the Asian variety. And Chinatown, where I started this, was originally located in this area. But a lot of it was expropriated to make way for City Hall in Nathan Phillips Square, just to the south of here. And it moved over towards Dundas and Spadina. And shortly after that, a second one popped up at Broadview and Gerrard in the early 70s.
You get your drink and within like 5 minutes. This is pretty good, very highly rated.
All right, I think it might be time to unleash the umbrella again. Ooh. And straight across the street is Gayubi. We have another location up at Bloor and St. George, or Bloor and Huron to be more specific. That's my favorite barbecue. Yes, let's not look where we're going, head buried in the phone. In the city, it's always rammed. If you want to get a table, you have to join their wait list on Yelp. I go to this place quite often, Kimchi House. And last Saturday night, I was over there in the second floor at Don Izakaya. You know, I'd mentioned that before, but that's a fantastic izakaya. I have never been to that Denny's. And we've got the Eaton Center on the right now. So look into the crappy tire. I think that's a trio of food delivery couriers. And this is Dundas Square just up ahead. Photo shoot moment, I guess. This guy doesn't like it when you record him, but tough noogies, we're in public. Little dance party breaking out. This wouldn't be an HDR video at Dundas Square without a spin around the square. But I got here a little quicker than I anticipated. So I'm gonna head a few blocks north. And there is where Adidas used to be. That's the future home of Shake Shack. I think that's the first one in the country, if I'm not mistaken, or will be. And what's interesting is, I think the first Five Guys is just up ahead. I remember when everyone went nuts for Five Guys when it opened. I'm sure that will be the same case with Shake Shack. I've had it before, it was pretty good. It's about the level of a Rudy. A little bit better than Burger's Priest, in my opinion, if you're familiar with the big chains here. Five Guys has some fantastic fries. This is north up Yonge Street. It's a good song, Riptide. Wasn't familiar with that version though.
Gerrard the devil.
I read that the rain was supposed to let up around 9. I have my gear with me. I was thinking of maybe doing a live stream after this. But I think I will wrap this one up, so I hope you enjoyed it. Walking through Chinatown and down to Dundas, and heading east to Dundas Square, and north up Yonge Street, right in front of a place where I may or may not go grab a couple of cheap hot dogs, because I haven't eaten yet. And then I'll figure out what my next plan is. But let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.